všem a vítám vás zpátky u hry Horizon Zero Dawn. Naše vedlejšákování pokračuje, protože tady máme dva vedlejšáky v zářivém trhu. Doufám, že to překládám správně. Mě Slováci zase neumlátí čipicema.
Leave me alone, girl. Can't you see I'm searching the water?
Okay, what's wrong? Has someone fallen in?
No. Have you seen a girl of about 17 and... I can't even say it.
Are you afraid she jumped to her death?
I don't know. Elida. My only daughter. She's gone.
Who else is searching for her?
I demanded the guards look for her, but I can't put my hope in them. They say girls run off all the time at this age. Not my Elida. I've reached out to her friends, but they say they haven't seen her in weeks. Weeks! How could I not know? But they will look for her. I've searched everywhere, and then I thought maybe she might be here, in the water. By the sun!
Where did you last see her?
Just last night, in the house. She seemed better.
Was she ill?
She seemed withdrawn, sad. So I was pleased when she wanted to go out in the garden. That's the last I saw of her.
Has she done or said anything unusual?
She's been like a different person. She used to be such a happy girl, playing in the dirt with the boys.
What changed?
I don't know. She disagrees with me about everything. Hates the ceasefire. Thinks we never should have fought the war to begin with. It's been a month since I've seen her smile. She spends so much time in her room. I should have paid more attention.
Did something happen during the war that upset her?
The war upset us all. The cruelty, the mad Sun King, the blood on the streets. When Edaman's men fled, they stormed through here. There's a ceasefire now, of course, but Elida broods about it more than ever. It bothers her that our people are so divided.
I'm a good tracker. I could look for her. Where did you last see her?
In our garden. Please, maybe you'll find something I missed.
I'll do my best.
May the sun light your way.
Jako zajímalo by mě, jak to, že se mi tady vyskakují najednou ty nový vedlejšák, tady žádný nebyl už. Ještě se kouknu někam jinam a zjistím, že jsou tam taky vedlejšáky, tak já se z toho neposměju. Ale nemělo by být, protože ta civilizace tady není tak rozjetá. Takže holka zmizela, otec je tupě nevšímavý, no tak to je super. Zkoušel jsem jít do toho, do paláce, nenašel jsem tam nic. Ani vanašu. OK, schnilý věci. Si dá nějaký divný make-up.
Why would you need a spyglass in the garden?
OK. Jednička zásob, to je samozřejmě nejdůležitější.
I guess she was doing some gardening. Something buried. No, something dug up. I must have left a trail.
No jo, samozřejmě, že zůstala stopa. Samozřejmě, že zůstala stopa, po který můžeme jít. A vezmeme to s kratkou, protože není čas ztrácet čas. Taková fotříka.
Did you find anything in the garden?
Nothing definite. I'll let you know.
Have you found a lead? Have you checked?
Jo, tak se nic nedozvíme. A hele, tady je truhla. Tak, kovový úlomky berem. Pokračujeme. Tady je další vedlejšák, který uděláme potom. Já natáčím hned po předchozí epizodě. Dneska už asi čtvrtou nebo pátou epizodu. Ale tahle hra mě baví, takže není problém. A pak to šla holka jedna.
The petals end here, with the water. Could her father have been right, but at the wrong place?
OK, tak tudy asi ne.
Ropes to tie up a boat that isn't here. Maybe she took the boat to that island over there. Looks like I'm in for a long swim.
Čekám, že mám semka. OK, najednou se vyčasilo. Nechce se mi úplně plavat, takže to chci vzít co nejdelší cestou po suchu. Nebo po pobřeží. A vypadá to, že pokud nechci běžet až takhle do kolečka, tak mě už čeká plavání. Ono plavání vypadá, že to je bžunda, ale jednou, když si vzpomínám, jak v Řecku zasírkala to do plavu, nakonec zátoky, no byla to fuška, nějakých 200 metrů tam a pak zpátky. Někoho, kdo není úplně něco by se staral o to, aby měl svaly v kondici.
The boat. This looks promising.
A kurva. Čau, kámo. No to víš, že jsem to udělal. A jsem něco nechal, no, OK, to je v pohodě. Takže někdo si tady dělá zahrádku, aby byl veselý, no.
Looks like someone's creating a garden here.
Nazdar.
Who are you? How did you learn to fight like that? What are you even doing here?
Maybe you can start by answering a few of my questions. What are you doing on this island?
I come here to be alone.
Do you know your father fears you're dead?
Huh. I'm surprised he even noticed I was gone.
He has the whole village looking for you. He's worried.
The snap maw kept me. You took care of it, so thank you. I should be fine now.
Why did you bring flowers here?
No real reason. I'm trying to make this a place for us. For all of us.
Who's us? Is there someone else here?
No. No. I was going to surprise my friends with what I made. There's no one else here, obviously.
Aha, to vůbec nezní jako, že její kluk je teďko stínový kardža.
Let's go back to the village together.
I need to finish planting my garden. Just a little more time. I'll be fine, I promise.
You know, I think I'll take a little more time too. To look around.
You don't need to do that.
I really do.
Yep. Je to zatím něco takového.
Bedrolls. 2 of them. And a set of cups. She must not have been alone here. Looks like Alita has a friend.
Ale ještě něco dalšího, co tady máme zjistit, ne? Tak jdeme s tím seznámit, že víme, že má kluka.
Alita, if you came here to be alone, why are there 2 bedrolls? And don't lie to me this time.
By the sun, I don't know where he is.
Who?
A troll. He lights a fire signal when it's safe to meet him, but he's not here.
Who's a troll?
A friend I've known since childhood. I'd be planting in the garden and he'd dump worms down my back. I hated that. But the last few months we'd meet here and everything was different. We talked for hours. He helped me plant that garden. I couldn't wait to see him again. It's like I'm dead and only come alive when I'm here with him. Do you know what that's like?
I can't say that I do. Why keep this all secret?
Patrol is a soldier for the Karja in Shadow.
No jo, je to tak. Jak bych ten úkol už nikdy dělal?
How could I tell my father? How could I tell anyone?
Well then, how did you two arrange to meet here?
We came here as kids. After he left, I would come back sometimes. One day, I surprised him here. He smiled from ear to ear. We sat and played like we had as kids, but war had changed him. Changed us both. We weren't kids anymore. We started meeting in secret. He'd light a fire to signal it was safe for him to leave his post at the Citadel, but last night...
He didn't come?
I've been waiting all night and all day. I haven't seen anyone but you.
Enough of this. You have to go back.
Please, if you came all this way, will you look for a trawl? He lit the fire on the island not far from here. If I go, he could be killed. We could break the ceasefire, but Honora wouldn't. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I'm so sorry.
I'll find him if I can, as long as you go home to your father.
I will. Please come find me there. I can't sleep. I can't breathe knowing a troll could be out there, hurting.
Sokolí bydlo. Takže jdeme.
Quite a few guards there. Maybe there's another way in.
You're a fool to oppose the Karja.
Hopla.
Bad. Let this bring me victory.
OK, prej, že to by mohlo jít dobře. Krásně jsem přepila hlavu. Já vzdát se. Přímo na frňák jsem mu to přilepil. Tak, to by bylo. Celá pevnost vymácena. Výborně. Myslím si, že už tady by neměl být nikdo další. Kromě mrtvol. A pevnost už jsem jednou vyplátil, aby jsem si ten ohýnek otevřel. Lepivý bomby mají větší poškození, no. A jako to je něco, co se počítá. Počkej, jsi tady? 10 metrů. Co? Kde kurňa je hro?
Patrol.
Zjistili, co dělá.
Are you a troll? Elita sent me.
Alita? I was gonna ask her to leave with me. To go into the Outlands. Somewhere out in the sun where no shadow could reach us. But we wouldn't have made it. They would have followed me. I know now. Alita, tell her they never learned about our island.
A říkej, že chcípneš.
Give her this. Tell her it's worth it.
On fakt chcípne.
A troll?
Jo, ta bude mít radost.
Poor troll. And poor Alita.
Ta bude mít radost. Jsem chtěl ještě něco. Jo, a už máme tady tohle zraněný. Že rychle dám velkýho dolů. Tohle to, no, větší poškození při nízkých HPčkách. Prostě Retire Stone Rings Dark Souls. Víc nepotřebuje oprava. Takže další bude tohleto, protože tohle už víc nepotřebujeme. Tak to jsem chtěl jenom ukázat, jak jsme na tom s tím. A s dovednostma. Hlavně heavy útok je takhle, že musím držet boční tlačítko. A ne, že dělám dvojklik, jsem se byl vymyslel z nějakého důvodu.
Alita came back. She hugged me, said she loved me, but now she just sits in the garden, like she's waiting. Waiting for what? Something's not right. Maybe you can talk to her.
I'll, do my best.
Good to have Alita back home. Just wish she would cheer up.
No to je asi
Don't say it. I know he's gone.
jak to víš?
The Shadow Carja found him. But you should know, he never betrayed you. He wanted you to have this key.
It's a key the Valaki gave me. He said our lives were locked together. Thank you for bringing it back. For all you did for us.
He said it was worth it. All of it. Are you all right?
No. But I will be soon.
Are you saying what I think you're saying? Alita, no. Look at me. Look at me. I can't imagine how you're feeling. But you don't have to go it alone. Your father was crushed when he thought you were dead.
Crushed. He still treats me like a perfect doll. His prized possession. No. With the troll gone, I'm all alone. It isn't worth it.
Drama queen.
Wait, Alita. I was wrong about what a troll said. He didn't say it was worth it. He said it is worth it. All of it. Our losses can feel overwhelming. But they remind us of our connections to others. To a troll. Even to your father. A troll would have wanted you to remember that and go on. I know it. Now will you?
I'll try.
Please, let me get your father. Will you talk to him?
I guess.
I should have given you a token for your kindness in finding Alita. Is something wrong?
Alita needs you to listen. Right now. Go to the garden, quickly.
I will. At once.
Tak jo, tohle bychom měli. A než na to zapomenu, tak se vracíme zpátky do našeho baráku, kde nás vychoval Rost, aby jsme mu řekli, jak jsme pokračili v příběhu. Pak uděláme ten vedlejšák a pak se pustíme na cestu, ze které není návratu. Jo, udělal to sám, jasně, to víš, jo. Všechny tyhle věci.
Hi, Rost. A lot has happened. I went to the grave hoard. It lived up to its name. Millions of people fought and died to give Elisabeth the time she needed to finish Zero Dawn. The weapon she built, it wasn't there, but I found out where she built it. A secret base west of here, right under Sunfall, the capital of the Shadow Karja. So, getting inside, it's gonna take some doing. I crashed the Eclipse focus network. It was a close call. I nearly died. A bunch of times. I saw it, Rost. Face to face. Hades. An ancient Pharaoh Titan, or maybe something worse. When I opened the module casing, it was like I had a vision. A world being destroyed. Exterminated. I think that's what it wants, Rost. Extinction. Anyway, I heard it. Blinded it. Made it so it can't see through the Eclipse's eyes, can't talk to them over distances. So it's time. Time for me to go to Sunfall and learn about Zero Dawn. Wish me luck. Well, Sunfall beckons. Next time we talk, maybe I'll know all about Zero Dawn. Goodbye.
Tak. To jsme řekli Rostíkovi, co se událo. A zpátky semka udělat ještě ten úkol a pak půjdeme dolů do hlubin. Kdy vládne s tím pro své zlato kouzelné. Ne, moment, to zpíval Thorin. To je trošku nějaký jiný fantasy svět. Tady nebudeme hledat zlato ztracené, i když to bylo určitě zajímavý jít na draka. To nahoře je bednička. Nahoře je bednička zásob. Jak se tam leze? Tudy, super. Lápol, OK. Tak super, Aloy. A můžeme běžet pro další vedlejšák. Máme schválně, zkusíme jít ještě na tu zahradu, jestli si něco nového nedozvíme. Jako dobrý mansion tady má chlapík, no. Jo, a dcerku potřebuje pořádně provdat, takže si stráží. A jsou v prdeli. Takže pojďme zjistit, co je tady za úkol ještě. Takže ukaž, co tady máš.
I barely turn a profit even in the best of times, especially since I usually hand out what I can to those in need. Would you care for some fruit? Better enjoy it before someone runs off with the rest of it.
Has someone been stealing from you?
Yes, almost every night. Not enough to force me to close shop, but definitely enough to hurt.
Have you found any sign of the thief?
Just a couple of old rinds near the storehouse. Not much to go on.
Why haven't the guards looked into it?
The gods blame the wildlife, but I doubt they believe it. I guess they have more to worry about than a woman and her livelihood.
Is there anyone you suspect?
I've known most people here since childhood. None of them strike me as a food thief. You want to talk about other vices, however?
I know how to track. I could look for the thief.
Really? Thank you. You could start in my storehouse by the river. Someone must be desperate to steal rather than just ask me.
I'll see what I can find.
Okay. Orta smůka. Dobře. Takže pojďme zjistit, kdo tady krade. Já začínám pršet.
Was the assassin really an Oseram? Treacherous scum.
This barrel's been moved recently. There we go. Tracks.
Jak může pršet vevnitř? Jak může pršet vevnitř v baráku? To je takové divné, ale budíš. Dobře, někdo se pak blíže odtudy. Pouštíme zářivý trh, aby jsme pokračovali semka. Dobře, jsou tu mašína. Myslím, že kvůli mašinám to nebude úplně. No tohleto.
Spoiled fruit. The rabbits seem to like it though. Oh look, the thief dropped more fruit for me to follow. If I can see it in all this grass.
Vlastně zahozené. Takže to teď musíme zapínat každých pár chvil fokus, aby jsme viděli, kudy jít, jo? Rozbitý barák. Jo, tady jsou tihleti.
Perhaps my focus can help me. Okay, boars, out of the way so I can have a look.
Divočák by jen tak nešel
Is
cest.
this the last of the fruit? Trail of footprints this time.
Ty co to je za člověka? Že si takhle hraje s jídlem. By to bylo prostě pro chudý, OK. Ale že to někdo nosí takhle nahromady, aby to jedli zvířata? To je zvláštní. To se musí nechat. No, to dává smysl, Aloy. Tady, tudy, výborně. Dobře.
Father, son, forgive me!
There's our thief.
Co to je za skvoter? Zásah. Nice. Pojď namířený. Zásah.
Handy.
Tak, ten už snad se doklepe dolů.
Where did he run off to?
Tam se po... On zrhl. OK. To je kunda. Je to pokrvě, jo. OK. Co to je za hňupa? To je ten, kterýho jsme se střelili, super. Tak jdeme nahoru. A schválně, co tam nejde nakonec. A hele. Tak.
Thank you, Savage. You saved me from the sun's judgment.
I did what now?
I left the misery of Sunfall not long ago, knowing that I'd never be welcome back in Meridian. So, I've been stealing food from a woman at Bright Market just to survive. But the Glinthawks must be the judgment of the sun.
You believe it attacked you because you were stealing.
Why else? What if I beg forgiveness from the lady? Will that absolve me and save me from the Glinthawks?
I took care of the Glinthawks, but yes, you should return and apologize. The woman you stole from is kind. She'll forgive you.
The sun has spoken. Thank you again, Savage. May the sun light your way.
To je co?
Great. People finally stopped calling me outcast and now it's Savage.
Super. Už nejsem outcast, ale divoška. Ježišmarja, slidič. Ještě, že na to jsme nenarazili. OK, takže teďko už bychom fakt neměli mít žádný jiný vedlejšák. A jdeme na hlavní příběh. Ale co kdybych jenom...
First we knew, and now we've lost Itamen. Is there no one left to put our faith in?
What are you waiting around for, Outlander? Bounties are announced inside.
He's gone.
Co pak?
I don't know about you, but I didn't fight to starve in the streets. Watch yourself. You never know who you're talking to.
Takže najednou nemáte hlavního kněze, nemáte králíka, nemáte skoro nic, máte už jenom Healise.
This is insane.
Hardly.
They're going to see me.
You underestimate the balustrade. It's a short drop from there.
Ano, to, že by si nikdo odevšiml, taky přijde zajímavý, ale prej to tak bude fungovat.
The other side of the tower. Look for a vent.
I see you've been here before.
Obviously. Now, it's very important that you hear what I'm about to say. I've shown you the way in, but this humble vent marks a point of no return. Before you descend into the depths here, you should be fully committed, equipped, and focused. No distractions. If you have errands to run, do them first or hold your peace. I won't tolerate whining. Is that clear?
You'll tolerate what I give you, Silence. I didn't ask you along for the ride.
Ja, jak jsem říkal, prostě poslední místo, kde vám říkají, no tak jestli chcete něco udělat, tak teďko. Já si myslím, že my máme všechno hotové, samozřejmě nemáme hlavně všechny bonfire, nemáme všechny revíry udělané, ale to se nás netýká.
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elisabeth Sobek here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed?
I do! Get me through this door!
Analyzing. Primary access inoperable due to mechanical failure. Emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
I underestimated you. See, by now,
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one with my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving? There's so much to learn in less time than I'd hoped.
Yep. Samozřejmě, že tady je problém v tom, že najednou tady budou i další. No ale jak to, že tady hoří pochodně a všechno. No a každopádně to je čas. Neukončit dnešní video, ale abych vypnul webku, protože teďko budou tady velká odhalení. Takže jste připraveni? Doufám, že jo. Jdeme na to.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Další incident. Přečtěte si to, co se stalo. A já si už to nechci číst. A i my potřebujeme pomoc. Jo, chtějí víc lidí. Lidského tlumočníka.
Stocking up.
OK, to by mělo být asi všechno. Tady se mi něco nahrávalo. OK. Jo. Takže jdeme dál.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
A smaller room.
Dobře, takže jsem se pletl, to ještě není přímo to, kde se to rozjede, takže si vrátím ksicht, aby se mě mohli vidět. Doplňte zásoby. Jinak. Bylinkové čaje. A jo, nebíjeci chtěli různý ty píčovinky a někoho už to začínají násrát. Rukotěsnost. OK. Vypadá to, že tady už teda nic dalšího není. A takže by to bylo tady, tak pro jistotu.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Je to tady.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret super-weapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague, if Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a super weapons program. And it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory. My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. Zero Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elisabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
That doesn't make sense. Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elisabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
Možná jste si všimli, že Aloy má na sobě jiný outfit, to protože tam to je předrenderovaná cutscéna, která je prostě uložená a začne hrát v okamžiku, kdy se spustí. Takže proto tam měla Aloy jiný outfit.
Kestrels. They got in through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Takže webka. Jo, tady je nějaká tady náboční cestička. Kdybychom je flankli. Vypadá to, že tady máme flankování.
Bad day for one of us.
Dobře, musím dělat menší střih. Tak, postřihu zpátky.
This'll do.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now. The data points, what did they contain?
Směrnice pro porodce. Tak samozřejmě si to zase stopněte a přečte se. Co máme dál tady? Susan Alpertová.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said, not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
To znělo jako německý přízvuk. OK, co máme dál tady?
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious. And it's not gonna fly. I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow. And you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage, we're talking a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
You people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
OK. Tak tohle byla taková menší maldonéza.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, US Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
OK. A jako tady teď jsem prostě obří proceloru. To je celkem jasný, kurňa. Já jsem vlastně začal nahrávat čerstvě HZD 26, video 1. 3/4 hoďka necelá. OK, abych viděl, jak jsme na tom časově. Tak co tady máme dál? Tompí.
Is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people, they feed off them?
Not just people, all organic matter.
Every living thing, dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution, liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor. Please.
Tell him Tom Pake wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doctor, please. You get Ted Pharaoh in here.
To je dobrý rage. Jako kdyby to byl Kratos, tak se dostal k tomu jako nic.
Want to discuss?
Oof. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, there was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My tastes run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place? You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
OK, jako se brali nejrůznější lidé.
You previously worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the Chariot Line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
OK. Tak jo, máme projít dveřmi dál. Což je lákavé, ale to se mi úplně do pytle tady nemůžeme projít. Ale chci jít po tom žebříku, co je tady ještě nahoru. Protože to tady nenechali jen tak. Nazdar. No jasně, jsou to tady další věci, které máme zjistit. Můžeme zjistit.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. I am an art historian. I know Dutch masters, Japanese calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Tady kunsthistorička, jak bychom řekli my z odboru. Tady to zní tak pompézně, ale... Jo. Vymyslel se tomu retardované jméno kunsthistorik. Můžu za to samozřejmě Němčouři. Protože ti z vás, co němčinu ovládají, tak jistě ví, že kunst, nebo jak to je umění. Tak bereme s sebou samozřejmě tohleto a myslím si, že je čas se zase schovat. Ne?
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elisabeth Sobek.
You've heard the bad news, and it's all true. The Pharaoh plague is devouring the biosphere. life itself will cease to exist. But does that have to be the end? What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI. But that's just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions. Think of them as extensions of Gaia's mind, each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now, these aren't AIs, but make no mistake, each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elisabeth did this. For life. For us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
Yep. Takže tohle je velmi zajímavé. Bereme Big Fucking Gun Division s námi. Dobře, máme tady další části. Vaše možnosti. Spoluúčast, neoblomná vazba, lékařská eutanázie. Jo, čili, že si to se jako lidi můžou rozhodnout, že OK, sedu na to, zapte mě. Dobře. Směrnice pro poradce. Tady zase si to můžete přečíst a zjistit, co to bude. Zastavit samozřejmě. OK, ohnivější pohled jsme dali na špatnou stranu.
My turn.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. It's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in Elysium. I never thought that there could be atonement.
Elysium. Jakého jsem se musel usmát, protože tak se jmenuje moje aliance v jedné hře. Jméno, který jsem vybral sám a ostatní ho přijali.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this. But the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You'd grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
OK, takže tahle řekla servanta. Co další? Aaron.
See to make sure I behave this time?
Security, for your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
OK, tak ten to taky nevzal dobře.
Alert. Medical wing inaccessible.
OK, co to je tohle za čas? Netuším, zajímavý. Ještě se to prohlídneme tady, co je a... Vyplavená. Dámy a pánové, tohle to nejsou jenom vyplavená pouta. Tohle je úplně něco jiného. Máme už vyplavený náhrdelník. Máme vyplavená pouta. A je to stranded. Jakoby zatím byla smrt. A jakoby na tom dělal nějaký Japončík, nějaký Hideo Kojima. Jop, to je další. To je další odkaz na hru Death Stranding. Já jsem na Death Stranding 2, ano. V Death Strandingu můžete najít hologram Aloy s Tonekem. Takže takhle si navzájem hází easter eggy Horizon Zero Dawn a Death Stranding. Dobře, ještě chvilku pokročíme, ať zjistíme, co je dál. Tak.
Intruder! Get her!
Whatever you do.
Nevím, co jsi říkal, ale já to tady začal bástit. Každopádně, vidíme, že tady nám to pokračuje, takže uděláme domluvu. Já tady ukončím epizodu a hned budu pokračovat nahrávání, aby jsme měli všechny tyhle ty tipné věcičky tady ready a mohli pokračovat v odhalování tajemství. Přece jenom už máme zase kolik? Skoro hodinu 10 nahráno, takže je tak akorát, aby jsme příště pokračovali v odhalování tajemství. Díky za sledování v pojistku Facebook, Discord, Twitch, jak to znáte, a u dalšího videa z vodka Horizon Zero Dawn či Assassin's Creed zase někdy. Aloha, nezapomeňte na palce nahoru, komentáře, odběry, aby jich mohl pomalu růst. Takže čau.